Hi, it's Jim JSK Boat Ropes again. As you can tell, we've moved outside, and I live at the best junction in the state of Idaho. You can't get to a rodeo without passing that big old intersection over there. That's Interstate 84 and Highway 95. You live in Oregon going to rodeo in Idaho, you got to pass there. If you're in Idaho going to Oregon, got to pass there. Nevada going to Idaho, got to pass there. This junction gets you everywhere. So, with that, it's a little loud. So bear with me here. Okay, but we're going to go ahead, we're going to get our block braided. Okay, so, just like we did inside, I'm going to have my handle on my left side. I know this is my handle because I have made 4 plaits out of it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 plaits on my handle side, that goes on my left. 5 plaits on my tail side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That goes on my right, okay? I always start them out that way just so I don't get confused. Now, we're not going to start braiding from the outside in like this. We have to do, on this 9 plat block, we got to start in the middle, get stuff crossing up, and then move out. So, what I'm going to do, the side with 5, I'm going to take the one that's closest to the middle here, and that's what I'm going to work with. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I got 4, the closest one to the middle, I'm going to work with. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right one here, left one here, and I'm going to go right over left, and those plaits change sides. So now I have 4 on my left, 5 on my right, okay? And now I'm going to go to, instead of the outside, I'm going to go to the next closest strand to it, which is this one here, and I'm going to go the exact opposite of this one. So this one went right over left, so now this one right here is going to go under. Okay, so it's going the exact opposite of what we just did, creating a basket weave. On the left hand side, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go to the third one in. So I've got my outside one, my next one, my third one. Okay, that's the one I want to work with because we're still going from the inside out. And I'm going to go take this one and do the opposite of what this one did coming across here. So this one right here went under this one, so I want to take it, go over that strand, and I'm going to go opposite under the next one. Okay, so we're going opposite, creating that basket. Okay, on my left I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to go to my third one right here. I'm going to go to this third one right here. Okay, and I am going to go take this one right here, and it's going to go opposite, over one. Because this one right here went under this one, over that one. So now I want to take this one, do the opposite, over that one, under. Now, when I get to a point there where I have 2 plaits on the outside here, I haven't braided yet, and I have 2 plaits on this side that I haven't braided yet, I'm going to quit going from the middle, and I'm going to start from the outside, and again with the side that has 5. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take my outside one, and I'm going to go over that first one right here, under the next one, over that third one, and under the fourth one. And if you look, that strand did the exact opposite of what this one did coming across here. Okay, so now on my right hand side, I'm going to do the same exact thing. Take my outside one. My outside one is going to go over this first one here, under the second one, over the third one, under the fourth one. Now we're not pulling anything tight quite yet. We're going to do that here in about another minute or two. So now we have 5 on our left again. So I'm going to take my outside one, and I'm going to go take that. I'll put a little bit of a twist in it. Okay, and I'm going to go over the first one, under the next one, over the third one, under the fourth one. Now the side with 5, which is over here on my right, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this outside one here, and I'm going to pull it so it's just kind of flat there, nice and snug. And I'm going to go over one, that first one, under the next one, over that one, under the fourth one. We are starting to look like a block. So now, we'll see. We've got a basket effect going on here. And we got some puckers and bubbles, and we're going to get that out in a second. Actually, we're going to start pulling these tight right now. We know when we're going to start pulling it tight because this one that on the outside is the one that goes across here over to the middle of my tail side. I want to pull those nice and tight so my knot's even up, okay? So don't get crazy, don't do a steroid jerk, just pull it snug. Pull it snug, over the first one, under the second one, over the third one, under the fourth. On my right hand side, same way, this one's coming all the way across, so I'm going to take it and I'm going to pull it up tight. But see how this knot is a little higher than my right one? I want to pull this tight so that knot sucks down, okay? So I'm going to pull that. It didn't move, okay? And I pulled that pretty hard. So now I got to pull this next one to get that knot to come down. Almost. Now we're going to do that until this knot gets down where we want it to be. Right? And we're pretty close. We're getting in. What I might do is I might loosen up this one on this other side. Or maybe again I might not. Let's go. I'm going to back it out one flat. I'm going to try again. And let's get that nice and tight. So pull this one here down. This one here down. There we go. This down. This one here down. This one here out. And braid it in. Over one, under one, over one, under one. Now my knots are lined up. That makes a good looking block. So I go to my side with on the left with 5. With the outside one, got a little bit of a puffer here. I want to pull this tight, get that puffer out. Okay, gone. Over one, under one, over one, under one. On the outside one on the right that has 5, I'm going to take this and I want to pull this tight, because when I pull this tight, this part of the block is going to get flat and get wider. So watch here, here, and my block just got wider. Over one, under one, over one, and under one. Now when I pull this side tight, I create bubbles back here that we got to get out. So as I'm doing that, you're going to get the bubbles out going this way, get the bubbles out going this way, working all the way down. That's how your block gets wide. Outside one again. I got a bubble here, a bubble here. I want those gone. So take it, I'm going to pull it down, and there we are. They're gone. Over one, under one, over one, and under one. Now see, this one here goes kind of straight across, so it don't have any bubbles in it. So we're not going to pull it quite as hard. It's already pretty much where we want it to be. You just want to snug it up. Okay, so we snug that up. Over one, under one, over one, and under one. Now on my left side here, I got a bubble there, a bubble there, and a bubble there that have to come out. And that's when I pull this outside strand tight. I'm going to pull it until those lay flat. So I wrap around my hand, and I'm going to get a really good pull. Okay, they come out there, not quite there yet, okay? So we're going to go ahead and play around with it a little bit, try to get that out of there. What I think I'm going to do, I got that kind of flat, I'm going to come down to my next one and get this bubble out, and see where we're at, okay? So, there we go. Flattened it out pretty good, didn't it? Now I'll go to my outside one again, nice and flat, over one, under one, over one, and under one. Now, on my side here that I'm going to pull tight, I got a little bit of a bubble here, nothing over here, so I'm just going to pull this until this gets flat. Just going to pull that, flat, over one, under one, over one, and under one. Now, on my outside one here, you'll see, I'm pretty much flat all the way across here, so I'm not going to pull that too awfully tight. I'm just going to snug it up a bit, over one, under one, over one, and under one. When I'm pulling those outside strands tight, my goal is to get these little bubbles out. Okay, over here, I don't have any bubbles left on my right hand side, so I'm going to come back over to my left, and I'm going to try to get this bubble out here, that one there, this one, and this one. Okay, so outside one, I'm going to pull to get this bubble out, and there it is, bubbles out. I'm not braiding it, I just want the bubble gone. This next one has a bubble here and a bubble there. Same thing. Get that bubble out. Next one, we kind of got a bubble here and a pucker up here, so I'm going to go ahead and get that snugged up, and then pull that down. Okay, we're really starting to look like a burro now. Okay, now with this outside one on the side was 5, you'll see I got a bubble here, a little bit of a bubble here, and it's kind of loose up there. So I've got to take this one, pull it until that bubble come out up there. Okay, nice and straight and tight, Now I'm going to braid that in. Over one, under one, over one, under one. Now I'm going to stop braiding my block when I go to count to braid from the outside in. So wherever I went from the very outside under the next one, that counts as one. So this little bitty one right here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I went 6 times. I want to stop when I get to 5. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to count this side over here on my right. I've got a little one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I went 1 braid too much. So I'm going to take the side with 4 and I'm going to pull that last one I braided out so it now has 5. When I do that, I've taken my right side, made it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now on my left, I've got that little one there. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now I got to get to the 5. I got to take this last one out right here. So I'm going to just take that and unbraid. We're going to leave it like that. And now we're going to take this block and we're going to wiggle it around a little bit. And as we do this, it lays flatter and flatter and gets wider and wider. Okay. Now I am left-handed, so I pull harder with my left hand. You'll see this side here is nice and straight. That's because my left hand is stronger. My right side kind of has a bubble going on out there. So now I've got to take focus to get this nice and straight, like this over here. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to try to get that nice and tight here. Pull with my right hand. Watch that here for me. Right there. See that how it tightened up? I'm going to do the same thing with the next one. And then the next one. And the next one. And see how that kind of pulled it in? Same with the other side. So when I did that, I created a bubble right here. I created a bubble right here. I created a bubble right here. I got to get those out. So this one here got to come out. I'm going to take this outside one, pull it out. There we go. And my block went whoop. Okay. I got to get this bubble out here, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to give it a tug. My block went whoop. I got to get this bubble out. Same thing. Take that one. Get the bubble. It didn't go as wide as I'd like it to, but it'll get there. And this one here, I just want to snug this up where it looks good there. Snug this other one up. And we're looking pretty darn good right now. And we keep on doing this back and forth until we get it right, okay? A little bubble right here. I want that to go away. Pull it. I have this. I got a little bubble there. I want that one to go away. So there it is, gone. The next one, I've got a bubble right here. That's got to go away. So pull it. There it goes. Gone. And then I want to clamp this off to be done. When I'm counting my outside wrap, starting on my left. The one that's right there goes from the very outside across and under one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to stop on my left. We're going to check the right. Little one here is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On my right, we're going to stop. We're done braiding the block. Going to get these little bubbles out here and there. Get the bubble out. Get the bubble out. And don't go crazy, be patient. Okay, you start pulling too hard, you create more problems than you fix, and it just turns into a mess. So, there we go. Now, if you look at that block, that has a nice, even basket weave that we're going to be able to plug leather into, and this block is going to grow to about this wide right here, at least another inch. But we're done braiding the block, so we want to clamp it off. If you don't have one of these, this is an Irwin quick grip clamp. Medium size, $6 at your Home Depot. This is the best thing I've found to clamp off your block because the jaws come up here, tighten up in the middle so you don't lose any pressure, any of your tension, and now you still have room to work here. Your block stays tight while you get your base handle ready and your top handle braided out.